Good morning, church. Um, it is time for me to do announcements, and there are beaucoup announcements. We want you to welcome our new church administrator, Nancy Zacharias. Zacharias. It's not Greek, it's not Polish, it's Spanish. All right, so figure it out. Okay, and you can reach her at the regular office number or office@uuchurch.org. Congratulations to Eileen and Dave Steele for their double nickel anniversary, 55. All right. That great philosopher Jake Smith told me that all the hard times are gone by the time you reach 50. So it's easy going from here on out. Round table returns. It's going to be in person. You have the round table planners are Jan Thompson, Steve Hitchka, and Janet Martinique. If you feel you would be more likely to attend at 11:30, please let one of the above members know. If you have a subject or a speaker to suggest, let us know. The roundtable meets Sundays in the library and on Zoom after the church service and hospitality from 11:45 to approximately 12:45. There's a Zoom link attached in the announcements. I don't think you can take it from me. April 28th is Shahrazad Booth. She's an attorney with her own practice in Cruces. Also happens to be running for the district attorney's office, but will not be speaking about that. She will be discussing the bail bond reform and catch and release program. You're going fishing. All right. For those who missed the auction, there were still openings on a few events. Check out the table right there in the lobby. I think that's what they're doing. Okay. Barking news and the cat's meow from your UUCLC animal advocates. Today at 5 p.m., the National Unitarian Universalist Animal Ministry will be hosting a Zoom presentation on planting for pollinators, presented by Shatrina White, Vice President of Education. The Butterfly Pavilion, Westminster, Colorado. Contact Dave Steele by email by 3 p.m. today, and he will register you for the event. Starting Tuesday, the mindfulness group will continue to meet weekly, only on Tuesdays from 3 to 4. The new location is in the RE Building Great Room. This drop-in group is open to anyone who wants to participate, you or not. There will be no formal leader except for the person ringing the chime. Donations welcome to help support UU expenses. Any questions? Contact Carol Allen in the back corner or over yonder. All right. Okay, under the auspices of the Animal Advocates Ministry, the Climate Action Group, and the Social Justice Committee, we are launching a new program, Vegan Lost Cruces, an information sharing and support group for persons who have adopted vegan dietary patterns and considering reducing or eliminating their consumption of meat, dairy, and egg products. What else is left? The group will be hosted and facilitated by Andrew Shepers. I think there's no L there, Shepers. Okay. S-C-H-E-P-E-R, not Shep. but shepherds, okay, who recently moved to Las Cruces from Seattle. And he is, of course, a practicing vegan. Okay, the bicycle blessing is going to be next Sunday after a 5-year hiatus and moving of our bicycle rack from the south parking lot to the north parking lot. We are hosting the annual Community Bicycle Blessing on Sunday, May 5th. Cyclists arrive at 9 a.m. Service starts promptly at 9:15. And we are UUs. We do start on time. Visiting Casita meetings. Come share your visions for our future. Well, you know, there's been a lot of talk about Casita meetings, and if you haven't been to one, there are still 2 left. May 1st, that's a Wednesday, 1 to 3 p.m., host Linda Roshala. A location, well, you'll find out if you want to sign up. May 2nd, on the other hand, is going to be a Zoom meeting hosted by our president, Susan Hitchcock, and our minister, Rod Thompson. Okay, Wolf. Yes, Wolf. Western Unitarian Universalist Life Festival is an annual week-long multi-generational camp for UUs at the Ghost Ranch in New Mexico. That's, you can find them on the web at, so help me, Wolf. I don't know how else you're gonna say WUULF, okay? .org, Wolf Home. Contact Carol Stanfield in the back. Well, you know Carol, she always has a hat on. Okay, sported a little hat. Today she's wearing a white Panama straw, looks like. Yes, okay, okay. The Multicultural Awareness Group is now meeting on the 2nd and 4th Sundays of each month at 2 to 3:30. All right. Delegates to the UUA General Assembly from June 19th to June 23rd this year. You have a choice. The Board of Trustees is looking for delegates to attend this General Assembly, and you don't even have to travel because it's going to be a virtual doohickey. This church is entitled to 4 delegates, and the church has budgeted some money to assist with your registration fees. We can even watch some of the sessions together, and you can see Jan Thompson about this. Or you can join First Unitarian in Albuquerque to meet and watch and discuss GA. They can arrange for some of people to live with their members of their church, guest hosting, and they would love to welcome all of us together and connect with us as we all consider the important work happening at this year's meeting. You can contact Larry Magnuson, she, her, Director of Congregational Life, First Unitarian Church of Albuquerque. They have a 505 telephone number, 884-1801, or look on the back of the order of service and you'll see this information. All right, Peace Village returns to this church this fall. I have a hard time telling when fall is in this place, but the camp has been postponed until then. For more information or to get involved, please contact thank you very much, Svea. Okay, so Svea Peterson. I'm not saying her email out loud, or Sandy Barbecue. Either one of you here today? No. All right. And finally, people, take out your telephones and, as Catherine would say, put them in worship mode or just shut them up. I read this earlier this morning and followed my own advice. All right, Catherine.
Good morning. Good morning. And welcome. So good to see you all today. I'm Catherine Massey, Director of Music, and the youth have chosen all of the hymns today. They are awesome. The first one is Come Sing a Song with Me, and I invite you to rise and body your spirit as we sing together, and the words will be on the monitor. Walk in rain, it can happen. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Share a rose. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Thank you.
Okay. Now, I would like to officially welcome everyone to the home of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces. We welcome those of you in our sanctuary, especially the youth and those who are joining us via streaming technology. And I'm going through puberty. All right. Our minister, the Reverend Rod Thompson, is not in the pulpit today, and this service is being brought to you by our Whole Lives team, OWL. Cynthia Backman, Jacob Gonzalez, Rabbit Loring is not here this morning, but she was very active with the team. She talked with Jacob and myself. Rihanna Thomas, Kelly Ingram, who is also our Director of Religious Education. As you were introduced to Catherine this morning, but she is joined by our scintillating choir. Assisting us are Elwin Nunn on camera, Claire Neal Wallace on audio, and Mike Yasko on YouTube. Our greeters today are Carol Stanfield, Lynn Pearson, and Katie Fitzgerald. Hospitality is offered by the Richlands Covenant Group. And I, Haney Pearson, am your service associate this morning. We are all delighted to be with you today. If you are visiting with us, we'd like to meet you. If you are in the sanctuary, please rise in body and or spirit, or just simply raise your hand. And I will bring a microphone to you so that everyone can hear. You tell us your name and where you're from. Do we have any visitors who are brave enough to admit it this morning? Nope. All right. Claire, anyone online? Nope. Well, that's all right. If you're here and a silent visitor, we would still like for you to fill out a visitor's card in the lobby this morning so that we can invite you to other programs or things happening here at the church. Unitarian Universalist has neither creed nor dogma, for we are a covenant-based church that tries to live in relationship with each other according to the UU principles and our congregation's covenant of right relations. We embrace diversity in all its forms, as everyone is welcome here. They even let me come. You can learn more about our church at our website, uuchurchlc.org. And please join us after the service for coffee and conversation inside or outside the religious education building just down the breezeway.
Good morning. Our chalice lighting today is based on the words of Reverend Andy Pakula. Let the lighting of this flame kindle within us a blaze of hope, strengthening us for the path ahead. May it guide our feet to take us where our service is needed, our hands to serve justice, our minds to know our interconnectedness, and our hearts to loving kindness for all.
Would you please rise in body of spirit and join me in the saying of our church's affirmation of covenant, and remain standing to sing the doxology in English and in Spanish. Love is the doctrine of this church.
The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve others in community, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with creation. Thus do we covenant with one another. From all that dwell below the skies, let songs of hope and faith arise. Let peace, goodwill on earth be sung, through every land, by every tongue. De todos bajo el gran sol, será esperanza, fe, amor. Verdad, belleza y la canción de cada tierra, cada voz.
All right. This morning,
Good morning, church. Welcome to our OWL service. OWL, or Our Whole Lives, isn't just an important program in every congregation and community setting. It isn't just classes for the young, but also the young at heart. It isn't just about spending weeks, months, sometimes a year, desperately trying to recruit a diverse, respectable group of folks to become facilitators. Thank you. And it isn't just the result of two different faiths spending 7 years collaborating to prepare 6 sessions of age-appropriate curriculum that operates under the idea that youths and adults make better, healthier decisions about their relationships and their bodies when well-informed. It isn't just all of that. It is also a safe space for students to feel welcomed, accepted, and educated. Scout Tanner.
For me, OWL was a place to learn things that are important, that there are other adults other than my parents to talk to, and respectable communication, because we would only talk if you were holding Oswald Wonder Lee, this wonderful little guy, and if you didn't, you would wait your turn to talk.
Owls was really interesting, and I had a lot of fun spending my time doing the workshops and hanging out with my other classmates. But yeah, it was really enjoyable, and I had a good time.
Fine. All right. Time for All Ages this morning is going to be presented by Jacob Gonzalez. And I want to thank Lisa Peterson for dragging him into this thing, because he was a wonderful facilitator and helped us a great deal, because he is a professional at doing this kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, Robert, but you just got dragged in, okay, to helping him doing this. But we appreciated y'all, Jacob and Robert.
All right, good morning, everybody. So one of the big things that we push in OWL, right, is the topic of consent. So how many of y'all have heard of consent before? Alrighty. Something we should all be very familiar with. Consent is basically the green light to go through with something, to continue with something. Well done, Scout. You all have heard this before, but for the sake of making informed, healthy decisions, consent is very important. It's basically permission from both sides of a party to, give permission to do something. Let's think about this in terms of tea, because everybody loves tea, right? Coffee, whatever your drink of preference is. But if I'm going to be making tea for me and Robert, it's important to ask Robert if he wants tea before I even serve him his cup. Robert, would you like some tea?
Oh, yes, please.
Very obvious, yes, he wants tea. I will go brew, put my special stuff in it, milk, cream, sugar, all of that. Have a lovely time enjoying tea. And there might be times when Robert doesn't want tea. Robert, would you like some tea?
Not today.
That was a resounding negative 15 octaves. No, so I'm not gonna make him tea. That's okay, because it's his decision. Even if I was preparing my pot of tea and I was getting ready to serve it, I was getting ready to enjoy tea, if he doesn't want tea, it's his decision to not have tea, and I can't force that upon him. It's also important to keep in mind that sometimes people want tea, but then might not want tea later on, and it's important to be clear about those things. So let's say we're talking and we're discussing tea. We're like, oh, tea sounds good right now. Robert, would you like some tea?
Yeah, that does sound really good right now. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So I go, to the kitchen, make the tea, but in the time that it takes to brew the tea, for it to get all the flavors, diffuse in and everything, I come back and I have the teapot ready. Robert, are you ready for your tea?
No, I changed my mind. I'm sorry.
Even though it might be a little frustrating because you went through the process of preparing the tea. Again, it's important to check in with your other party to make sure that they want tea before you just force feed them tea, because you don't want to do that. That's messed up. What about when somebody can't really give you a definite yes or no if they want tea? What if Robert's falling asleep? What if Robert's unconscious? Robert, do you want tea? That does not mean yes. You do not give an unconscious person tea. What if Robert said he wanted tea, but then afterwards falls asleep? Robert, would you like some tea?
Please.
Alrighty, in the time it takes me to go make the tea and I come back, Robert is now knocked out. Just because he said he wanted tea before, that was then, now is now. Robert, would you like tea? Again, trust me on this, unconscious people do not want tea. So, yeah, you don't do that. Basically all the different situations, right? But it's important, and when you kind of think about, intimacy in terms of tea, if you could think about it, right, if it makes sense that you don't force people tea if they don't want tea, you could keep in mind all these different situations. It's not that difficult to think about intimacy in that way, right? Make sure both people are consenting, make sure both people are giving permission. It's basically all I wanted to share with y'all. Things like this that we explore in OWL and whatnot. Thank you for that. I also wanted to share that this is the point in the service where we explain that although OWL is always age appropriate, it's also a serious conversation about sexual education, as our little group has explored over the past couple of months together. So at this time, youths are welcome to stay in the sanctuary, or if you'd rather join our childcare staff in the RE building, happy to walk you out there.
Our opening hymn is One More Step by Joyce Poley. If you're looking at it in the hymnal, it's number 168, but I'm going to invite you to sing it in a kind of different way. First couple of verses, let's have the high voices sing, and then we'll layer it a little bit. So I invite you to rise in body or spirit to sing together. One more step.
One of the ways we express care for one another is through the sharing of joys and sorrows. And another way we do this is through our stones and water ceremony. We have all the basic elements for life gathered here in our sanctuary. Spirit is above us, or in your individual spirit may be represented by one of our stained glass windows. The rocks represent earth as stability and foundation. Water is essential for hydration and cleansing. Air is all around us, full of life-giving oxygen and a breeze to clear away cloudy thoughts. Or in this case, in New Mexico, a breeze to bring in all the dust. Fire in our chalice provides a guiding light and the warmth of community. Please come forward, pick up a stone, drop it in the water vessel, and silently say to yourselves the joy, sorrow, or concern that you feel. I will be dropping one last stone for all the joys, sorrows, and milestones that are so deep within our hearts that we can't express them. This morning's meditation is actually a prayer called A Prayer of Good Intentions, written by that famous author, Mr. Anonymous. Dear Lord, so far I've done all right. I haven't gossiped, haven't lost my temper, haven't been greedy, grumpy, nasty, selfish, or overindulgent. I'm really glad about that. But in a few minutes, God, I'm going to get out of bed, and from then on, I'm going to need a lot more help.
Our choir is so happy to be able to sing this for you today. It's a great song. I think you're going to love it. Written at a time when people were bent on putting up walls. We're still in those times, aren't we? We live right on the border. I think we have the right to state an opinion about this.
Rise up Jan warned us that we should stand by the wall. It's going to be pretty loud, and they did great. I'm Rihanna Thomas. I am a member of the Religious Education Committee and a mom of, and a crier. Surprise! I didn't expect that when I said the word mom. Mom of 2 teens. Okay, so, and I want to talk to you a little bit about our whole lives. Yeah, thanks, Catherine. I really thought this one was going to be an easy one. Okay. Yeah. All right. So for 8 weeks in February and March, a group of 6 teens and 3 adults gathered on Sunday mornings here at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces. They arrived at 9:30 in the morning and stayed until 1:30 in the afternoon to play games, have conversations, and prepare for big decisions. They were participating in the Our Whole Lives comprehensive sexual education curriculum that is commonly known as OWL. The 3 adults who work directly with teens, Haney Pearson, Rabbit Loring, and Jacob Gonzalez, are each trained OWL facilitators. 2 volunteers who helped with organizing the workshop and preparing meals, Cindy Bachman and myself, are also trained OWL facilitators, and our dear Director of Religious Education, Kelly Ingram, made sure everything ran smoothly and everyone had what they needed. You likely know most of these names and faces as church members and regular contributors to church happenings, but the OWL curriculum also presented an opportunity to work with a young community member with expertise in youth mental health. We are so grateful for what Jacob brought to this community and the outreach that we were able to do. You may also be familiar with the names and faces of several of the teens helping today with today's church service. 3 of them, 3 of the teens in the OWL course are children and grandchildren of community members, and there were also 3 teens who were not regular attendees who came to OWL sessions and were welcomed into our church because of this important service to the community. Opening up an OWL class to our congregation and to the community was a real group effort because LGBTQ affirming, honest, accurate sexuality education is life-changing. For some, it is life-saving. Okay, and it is exactly the kind of outreach that our church should be doing and has done. The curriculum covers gender identity, media pressures, consent, as you saw, clear and assertive communication with friends and romantic partners, sexually transmitted infections, safer sex practices, physical intimacy beyond the abstinence intercourse binary, the commitment that parenthood requires, and many more topics. In addition, the curriculum makes room for topics that teens would like to bring up because we know these issues are ever-changing. In addition, despite the awkwardness and heaviness of some topics, the curriculum is designed to be fun and engaging. I wasn't sure my teen would be happy about having to come to OWL, but they ended up being excited to come each week. Teens emerged from the classrooms for lunch. When Cindy and I would prepare lunch, we would see the teens coming out of the classroom, smiling and chatting. The games, conversations, interactive activities, and space for honesty allowed for community building. Okay, quick, just make sure there's not like mascara running down my cheeks. I talked with some of the teens after class, and they told me that OWL helps prepare you to resist pressures that may come from peers, friends, and romantic partners. That OWL provides a place other than school or parents to learn about sex and sexuality. And OWL goes beyond pregnancy and sexually transmitted disease prevention. One teen said, the Our Whole Lives class helped open their mind up to topics around gender and sexuality. The class not only gave teens an opportunity to learn the deeper curriculum around relationships, sex, and sexuality, it gave them space to develop authentic friendships in a community that shares certain values, including the values of pursuing truth and welcoming diversity. Unitarian Universalists believe that service is our prayer, and our whole lives comprehensive sex education is a service Unitarian Universalists have long been committed to. As Kelly mentioned, the curriculum was first published in 1999 as a collaboration between the Unitarian Universalist Association and the United Church of Christ. As the name implies, Our Whole Lives is a lifespan sexuality education with courses designed for young children, preteens, early adolescents, teens, and adults. The curriculum has undergone and continues to undergo revision to ensure its accuracy and relevancy. Since Our Whole Lives was established, it has been used in schools, after school, charter school, summer camp, and religious spaces. I understand that members of our own Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces have partnered with El Paso congregations to offer OWL to middle schoolers in Las Cruces and El Paso, and that they have brought the curriculum to incarcerated youth in our community. Okay, I got this, just a couple more lines. Thank you, congregation, for your support of religious education at our church. I hope that you choose to support ongoing Our Whole Lives curriculum in the future as we seek to offer OWL courses to meet the needs of our congregation and the community, and the understanding that service is prayer and action. All right.
I and my two younger siblings spent our youth helping our mother with her church clerk duties. I know that churches need a constant influx of money. And I don't mean just for plant and salaries. Your pledges take care of that. But the not so little things that churches do to assist us and members of this and the greater community. We know about our Change for Change program, which currently is amassing donations for the Mesilla Valley Casa. But we may never know all of the gifts our church provides. Give as you are willing and able to help those in need.
Time
closing hymn, which is a great choice, number 1014 in the Teal hymnal, formerly called Standing on the Side of Love. It was written for marriage equality, and now the title has changed. So in our early years of advocating for marriage equality, we also, as an association, gained some consciousness around the word standing and how we can't all do that. And so to make this more welcoming, it is now called Answering the Call of Love. So I invite you to answer the call of love, rise in body or spirit as we sing together.
Hi, my name is Savannah, and I'm an RE here at UUCLC. I am very grateful that the other youth and I had the opportunity to participate in OWL. I did OWL when I was younger, and I'm glad I could do it again. What I appreciated most about the OWL program here is the level of comfortability. We got educated on a very large spectrum of topics, and it wasn't really that awkward. Our teachers made these very uncomfortable matters fun, and I feel a lot more knowledgeable, and I am very happy that we were able to participate in OWL.
You guys are gonna need a microphone.
We extinguish this flame
but not the light of truth,
the warmth of community,
or the fire of commitment.
These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.